They just oh, yeah, that's just mine because half of it's falling apart. That's right. It's just mine that sound like that. When I tell you it's the damn most annoying thing. Hold on. Ah, it's like a musical song as I'm trying to drive. I'm going to park for the night. Ready for bed. I've got cheesecake and I'm excited. I don't think I've had cheesecake in probably years. Seriously, I can't remember having it in years. Oh God, there's lots of people parked over here tonight. We're gonna go down the road. I don't want to be like, damn, I ain't never seen that many people over here. I wonder if it's because I stayed over here last night. Now there's people over here. Typically stays there but one car, and that car is stationary. Cheesecake, the cops are right beside me. I'm going to jail for eating cheesecake while driving. Somebody please come pay my bill. I was impatient while driving in a hurricane. I need a spoon. Hey, will you do me a favor? Will you reach over there in that glove box and hand me a spoon out of there, please? Thank you. Hold on, for real. I think I know where one's at. Cheesecake. It's special. I just brushed my teeth and washed my face, so it tastes a little toothpastey, but it's yummy. Yes, ma'am. It's funfetti. It's delicious. Fetty. Cheesecake. I don't know if I can stay here. I'm going to attempt to. I'm getting up at 3 o'clock, so hold on. I'll have some lights on in a second. I also got me an egg salad sandwich. I'm starving. Oh, there's the policia. Oh, Mr. Postman. Mr. Policeman. Oh, I'm going to run a red light. Oh, Mr. Policeman, don't take me to jail, for I don't have any money for bail. And I don't do sexual favors. Where is the... Oh, there it is. I'll bite you and report you to HR. Oh, Mr. Police, please don't be a jerk. Whoa! Lord, the freaking road dips down. Jesus Christ. I felt like I was on the ark getting dropped into the ocean. Y'all. Oh my God, I wish you could see that. Jesus. Oh my God. Somebody's been over here drinking. It's a freaking mess. There's trash everywhere. This is why. I'm going to show you why they won't let you park anywhere. I'm going to show you exactly why it is hard for me to find parking. This is ridiculous. Wait till you see this nasty mess behind me. This makes me so mad, you guys. Some drunkard was over here drinking. There's trash. Oh, hell no. Cars are pulling up, being weird. We might have to move, you guys, because seriously, this is not the best area. Look at this trash. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can show y'all. I'm not getting out of the car now. I was going to get out of the car, but now, I don't know. No, I'm not. Hold on. Oh, hey, Richard. Hello, hello. Is that Ron Weasley's picture? Why does it look like Ron Weasley to me? Who is that? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you the trash. There's literally a bucket right there full of beer. Hold on. Man, why can't you see it? Hold on, let me see if I can turn on my interior light. No, you can't see it. So, oh, damn it. And I can't turn on the damn lamp. Do y'all see that? That is lit, and there's the whole, hold on, zoomed in, zoomed out. The whole, there's trash all the way around the truck. Like, they were out here drinking, and There's beer in there too. Some of that's Arizona tea, but there's also beer. But hold on. Look over here. Look at all this trash. Like, that's why they don't want homeless people here. People behave like that, and then they get mad when they don't allow homeless people to stay overnight. That's why. Stop dumping your junk everywhere. Thank you, Richard Hayes. I appreciate that. I'm about to sit here. I was going to cut on some lights, but I just had this car pull up being weird, you guys. And I'm going to eat and see what happens. Hold on. It's really sad that I can't even cut on lights because perverts. This cheesecake is really good. It's funfetti. Like the cake mix. I love the cake mix. It's got white chocolate on top too. It's really good. So when somebody buys a sticker, my screen freezes up for like 10 minutes. Hello, hello. I've gotten now to where I'll go investigate. If somebody's being creepy, I'll ride by there with my high beams on to see who it is. I don't give a crap anymore. At least if something happens, you know. I got a description. I really haven't had any problems lately. As far as people hunting me down off the internet, or guys trying to open my car doors, or guys looking through my windows, or any of that. I haven't had any of those problems lately. Thank God. But I've also amped up my security, so that's good. Oh, this egg salad sandwich feels really like mushy in the middle. I think they put too much egg. It's just egg salad. I was too lazy to like make anything. I went to the store. They had Wi-Fi, so I jumped on my email, looked at my job stuff. Also started working on content for tomorrow. And freaking, I didn't even know it, but they had Wi-Fi. I was like, heck yeah. They never have Wi-Fi anywhere. Not in the towns I be in. Oh, it's a drug deal. Let's put our window covers up. Come on. I thought it was some creep off the internet that spotted my truck and followed me to my parking spot for the night. I have that happen a lot. So weird. People are starting to recognize me now. Especially dudes. I'm already known in this area anyways. I mean, it's not a secret who I am. And these little towns that I be in are small towns. You know, everybody went to high school together. There wasn't but one high school in a lot of these towns. Very small. North Carolina, in general, it's kind of a rural area. It's very southern, like, there's a lot of woods, a lot of wildlife. A lot of the land is spread out. A lot of the cities are spread out. I mean, Burlington's tiny, but like Raleigh and Cary and Durham, that's even spread out. Chapel Hill is a minute from Raleigh. And it's not very big cities. But the Piedmont, like Grantlysboro and Winston-Salem and Kernersville, you can still get land out in the sticks in a rural area. My old house in Kernersville was technically Oak Ridge. And beautiful country land. Lots of deer, wildlife, squirrels. That's the majority of North Carolina. Definitely a drug deal. Sweet. I'm about to hop in the back. I gotta move my seat up. I have so much to do tomorrow. It's Friday. I have stuff to, records to pull. I started an online class that's free through Harvard this morning. So I'm gonna focus on that over the weekend and see if I can knock that out. Those classes are a lot of fun and they're free. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for. It just depends on, I guess, if you want to spend money or not. A lot of them are free, but a lot of them cost money, so I don't think that I would buy the classes because the free classes are just as well. Like, they're just as good. Oh, damn it. Everything is a mess. There's freaking clothes, dirty clothes everywhere. That's what I need to do. I'll probably do that tomorrow, too. Ugh, I can't get this off. Something in my eye. I just went in and washed my face, so it's probably mascara, like an eyelash. Oh God, I have so much to do tomorrow. I don't feel like I've spent like 6 months. It's bullshit. Complete bullshit. Where's that hair clip? I had this lady call me today. She asked me if I could drive like 2 minutes away for a job interview. I literally like kind of chuckled. And she was like, I mean, if it's not an option, then never mind. No, it's not an option. That's why I'm freaking poor right now. Every time they would call me last year, I'd take off to another state for a job interview. Went through over 40 grand in less than a year. Actually, probably about 11 months. From July to, not even 11 months, July to February. They're never going to hire me. This is what they wanted when they charged me with false charges. This is what they wanted. It was part of a plan. Fucking government can do whatever they want to you, and if you think that they can't, that makes you still naive. You ain't been through enough shit. They do whatever they want to you. Look at how they're turning on each other in New York. But, you know, cops aren't corrupt, right? They've sent to protect and serve. Mayor Adams, look at him now. A complete phony and fraud who sold out his own country to line his pockets with dirty money. They can do whatever they want. That's the way it's always been, and it's the way it's always gonna be. Piss one of them off, and all of them will come after you. And there ain't shit you can do. And the higher up you go to try to complain and get yourself help, the more of the hole you're digging for yourself. There is no help. There's no one coming for you. It's the system. I'm looking for something to wear and I can't find nothing. And I'm having to wrangle this damn mattress. Where is... I wonder how cold it's going to be tonight. Does anybody know how cold it's going to be tonight? Oh, hello, Australia. Seth, oh, Lord. Oh, God. What the world? Hey, Andy. Sometimes I don't know what is going on. I don't know what we're saying sometimes. I don't know if it's a language barrier or if it's just they don't, you know, I don't know. I hope the low 60s. I don't think where I'm at. I think it's going to be like 70 where I'm at. I need to look at it. When you said the low 60s, I thought you were talking about somebody IQ at first. Oh, because I was talking about people, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know where I'm at sometimes. I'm so stressed out. What am I thinking about? Jesus. You're talking about the weather. I'm talking about autism. Like, I didn't know what you meant. Lord. Autism is a spectrum. I saw a girl today. I read an article. This 50 years old, and she's had all these horrible problems. She could never hold down a job. She could never get along with people in a certain way. Even her her own family said that growing up, it was rough. Like, she couldn't get the concept, basic things. Like, she would get upset over things easily and not be able to, she would get fixated on them and not be able to let them go. And also, she couldn't read people, and it caused her problems in social settings. Anyways, she was tested for autism and was on the spectrum, but also, it was pretty severe. And it actually explained why she was incapable of, apparently it has something with emotion, like being able to read emotion, and I can read human emotion, and that's why I don't understand why they keep bringing this up to me. But maybe it's because of learning disabilities. I don't know. I'm definitely dyslexic, but I need to find a clinical. They're hard to find. They're pretty much damn non-existent. I don't know why you would tell anyone to go to a doctor that doesn't have a clinical psychologist. Like, you need that. That's the whole point. Like, without it, you're not going to get help. It's crazy. 62 tomorrow. Hello, is that spelled is that Courtney? Pronounced Courtney? Honey. You know what I mean? It's with a K. Wondering if that's how it's pronounced. I gotta change. Oh my God, I'm so tired, y'all. I'm gonna be getting off here in a minute. I'm literally like in the worst mood this week. Like, I'm over YouTube. I'm over everything. I'm annoyed. I don't deserve any of this. Like, for so long, like, for so many years, I've took the blame for everything. And truth be told, half of the shit that I'm going through is not my fault. And I'm not going to continue to say that it is when it's clearly not. I have no control over other things people have done to me. And I don't show myself enough respect when it comes to how far I've came. I understand that none of y'all were with me on my journey when I was out here elbowing bitches and going to jail for stabbing people. But I can assure you that my criminal record speaks for itself. And I haven't done anything in 10 years. Actually, it's been over 10 years. But it's just like every time I think I'm getting ahead, somebody else that owes me money refuses me to give me money. You guys graciously gave me donations so that I can make my truck payment. I could have made 2 trucks payments with the check that I was supposed to get. I still have not got a check, and they're saying that the check could only be $800 now. So I had one donation that was $1,000. So make it make sense. Where'd that $1,000 go? If I'm only getting $800, I had one donation that was $1,000 alone. Where did all of this money go? Why is there nobody for me to call at YouTube quarters and say, hey, I'm going to need y'all to get this fixed because your girl's got bills? It's not right. It's not fair. I don't understand why it's left up to me to bring it to everybody's attention that everything in the system is broken. Y'all just out here just taking it. Y'all just rolling over and taking it. I am new to YouTube, and this should not be an issue. It's blatantly disrespectful, number one. It's unethical. If you tell somebody that you're going to pay them on the 21st, you pay them on the 21st. You don't come up with 50 reasons. Oh, it's AdSense, it's this, it's that. Bullshit. You know the reason they don't have anybody for you to talk to? Because they don't give a fuck. They're running the show and they know it. And they don't give a fuck about the creators. They don't give a fuck about the fact that they got family and bills. I don't know, man. You know, YouTube is a billion-dollar platform. And, yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up how they treat their creators. It's messed up that I haven't gotten paid. It's messed up that there's no explanation where all of these donations went, how I'm only going to get maybe 30%. It is so messed up. It is just like when I started at the restaurant and things felt off and I had this gut feeling. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just like when I go in a strip club, a brand new club, and it's all fancy, $1 million club, and they telling me that I'm going to make so much money, and then I make $1,500 one day, I only get $400 out of $1,500. When did the workplace become so scammy? These are modern scams. It's exploitative, if that's the word. You know, they're exploiting me, most definitely, and making money off of me. But they can't even take care of the person that's making the content. I just find it a little ridiculous. Then you got these people that graciously donate to me, and they unknowingly are giving money to YouTube. More money goes to YouTube than comes to me. Out of that $1,000, I only see maybe $300 to $500, depending. If you send me $1,000, I'm only getting $300 to $500 of it. And then if you're an Apple user, Apple takes an additional 30%. I probably should do a video on this, but I've been scared too, honestly. I piss them off. They damn take my check and everything, and then I really lose my truck. That's typically what happens, you know. I go into these places, I discover that they're fucking brothels in the middle of small towns, and then I start blabbing my mouth. Before I know it, I don't have a job. I'm sorry. I have a conscience. I can't sit by and watch people break the damn law, kill people, do drugs, just act like it's no big thing. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm a very ethical person. Always have been. Always have been. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that tomorrow my phone is going to be off till 10 a.m. I'm not talking to anybody from a job. I'm not answering no fucking email. I'm not answering my phone. I don't care if they call 100 times and want to talk to me. I'm sick of it. Like, I am so sick of talking to people, and mainly dumb people that don't even deserve to be in their position. The people that are interviewing me, half of the time, I see why they're hiring. The manager is an absolute wreck. And this is all workforces, from the service industry to construction. It's a shit show out here. The workplace has become toxic and drama-ridden and immature, and like, it's like high school on a daily basis, just trying to survive and put food on the damn table. And yeah, no wonder so many people want to stay home and not work. I want to work. 100%. I've always worked, and will always continue to work. But the job market has been shit for over a year now. I'm glad that I found that Reddit feed today. It made me feel better to realize that even this time last year, there was people fucking struggling trying to find work. I think the Biden-Harris administration has been about thousands of things that we won't even be able to see the truth about until Trump gets into office. And I think the job market is one of them. I think things are 10 times worse than anyone is willing to admit right now, because they just don't have the evidence to open their mouth and say, look what we found. Slowly but surely, it seems like every day we find out a little new piece of evidence on something. You know, little bits of evidence slip through the cracks, and it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all caught us conspiracy theorists over that. Said we were crazy. Oh, there's truth to that, is there? I mean, it's just been like little things, like the whole Diddy thing too. Like, and then Mayor Adams arrested, like, oh, and then Steve Harvey's apparently wrapped up in all of this. Listen, you know what's crazy is that my boss at the winery, the one that was an alcoholic, she loves Steve Harvey. And I told her one time, I said, he's fake. And she got like And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I think he's fake because he's close to Oprah, and Oprah is dirty, and Oprah apparently, allegedly, is involved in some illegal shit. I'm not going to go into that because that is more conspiracy theorist. But Oprah still ain't a good person. We know that she's grimy. We know that as soon as Maui burned to the ground, the first he did was over there trying to buy land and damn asking people for donations when she's a damn billionaire, ain't she? Ain't she a billionaire? I think she's a billionaire. Anyway, she's close to it if she ain't. So, it's messed up. She's a very surface level person, Oprah, and so is Steve Harvey, and I've always felt that way. I felt like they were dirty. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something about their personalities that just rub the wrong way. It's kind of like The View. You can just see through certain people, and Steve Harvey and Oprah are some of those people, but I find it interesting that this woman that I used to work for loved The View, Steve Harvey, and Oprah. Pay attention to stuff like that. Look at what other people are watching. It tells you a lot about a person, what they're reading, the content that they take in, the type of stuff that they're interested in. It tells you a lot about their personality. So, their beliefs. I mean, you gotta be woke to be watching The View, honey. Like, you gotta be so far gone. You floating down denial. Like, yeah. So, anyways, apparently Steve Harvey supposedly, allegedly, might be, I don't know, P. Diddy's sex slave. One of P. Diddy's sex slave. They're alleging on that Steve Harvey was having sex with P. Diddy and that he was another slave. Remember, we talked about the one guy today who they said was crazy. He shot up Trump Towers. I mean, he is, obviously. If he's shooting up towers, it's crazy. But I have no doubt that this man is crazy from a combination of the drugs and the CPTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder at the very least that he went through being a sex slave for Diddy and Cassie. This guy was out here in 2018 telling people that Diddy was crazy and that he was holding him hostage and abusing him. And everybody called him crazy. He don't sound too crazy now. He don't sound too... Where is he at? Custody. He's in Miami-Dade jail. He's been there since 2018. I mean, he tried to kill officers. He shot at cops. He got shot himself. It was a pretty big deal. Beautiful building, by the way. That golf course in Durrell, it's outside of Miami. It's Trump Towers. Beautiful. Been there. Ate dinner there. 10-star, 5-star type of place. Loved it. Beautiful. So the guy goes in there with an American flag and a gun and just starts shooting at the building. He starts shooting, and the cops shot him. It was a pretty big deal. But immediately after they arrested him, they pull him into interrogation to try to ask him why he was shooting at the cops, why he's in Trump Towers showing his ass. And all he can talk about is P. Diddy. He keeps saying, you know, I was a sex slave for P. Diddy. He does liquid cocaine every day. He also settled he says he settled a $126 million lawsuit with me. So I don't know. I forgot my thing. Oh, God, I hope that didn't kill my battery. Oh, my God, pray for me. Oh, my God. So he says that P. Diddy gave him a bunch of money to keep him quiet, millions of dollars. The ironic part is that there are news reports that state that all of a sudden this guy Jonathan, his name's Jonathan Audie, all of a sudden he was out buying property and going on shopping sprees. So he actually did come into a large sum of money. Y'all crazy. It's crazy. So apparently he claims that he was going to expose Diddy, and Diddy gave him a bunch of money to shut him up. Apparently they would have these parties. This is back when he was dating Cassie. He said that he would force him to have sex with Cassie, and then also Sean would be in the corner just doing his thing, like watching. And y'all, yeah, crazy. Cheesecake in a spoon in my mouth or something. So this guy was written off as crazy. The detectives during the interrogation, what got me was that stop talking about P. Diddy. We want to know why you were in the towers shooting up the towers. They tell him to stop talking about PD. I'm just like, no, don't. What are you saying right now? That's the tea. Oh, God. But they didn't know at the time that the guy wasn't crazy. They thought he was drugged out of his mind, and he probably was. And they thought that he was insane. I mean, obviously, he's in Trump Towers shooting up the place. He is insane. He's absolutely lost his freaking mind. Absolutely lost his freaking mind. So, anyways, that interrogation video from 2018 resurfaced after Diddy was arrested, and it's because I saw this video like 6 months ago, and I should have posted it, but I didn't think it was a big deal. I never thought he would be arrested. Just like Eric Adams, I'm surprised they even arrested him. Sad that we can't even have faith in the criminal justice system anymore. It's so rigged and polluted and corrupt. I was surprised that he was arrested. And I do think that they'll lock his ass up. They're going to make an example out, just like they did Weinstein, just like they did Epstein. Yeah. What's crazy, though, is they're alleging that Steve Harvey was also a sex slave. Apparently, this is what Kat was talking about months ago. I'm going to post some stuff in the morning. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But, like, he goes deep. Everybody is in this. Everybody was at these freak-offs. Ashton Kutcher, freaking J-Lo dated Sean for a while. That's probably why she's screwed up in the head. She's J-Lo. Well, I can't remember. Yes, Melissa, thank you. Thank you, like, jogging my memory. So apparently, yes, they were caught leaving a hotel resort together, and it looked like they were mighty close. Yes. So there's pictures of Steve Harvey's daughter and P. Diddy leaving a resort, and they look mighty close. Now, whether or not they ever dated, I haven't had a chance to look into that, but I did see pictures, and it's going to be brought up in one of the videos that I have coming tomorrow. It's kind of crazy to see all the people that was going over to P. Diddy's parties. There's pictures of them back in the day, like they would have these white parties, and they would all be dressed in white, and there's people there like, I said a bunch of them this morning. Ashton Kutcher. Who was it? It was a bunch of people, and I can't think right now. I'll post some pictures of it. It's crazy. It's a lot of people. I will say that, like, I've been to Hollywood, and it's very small in comparison to what you would think in your head. Like, it's not, I mean, you got Malibu and St. Monica, if I'm not mistaken, if that's, like, that's one of the boulevards there. The Hollywood sign's way out there. It's not as big as you would think it is, but everybody knows everybody. It's still a small community of people, just like a small town. Like, everybody knows everybody, even if it's through social media. It's a small, I mean, it's a lot of people, but everybody networks out there. So people get around, and it's just like, you know how I was explaining to you the corruption of police departments, how and the judges hang out with all of the attorneys, even the state appointed attorneys. They're all friends with the prosecutors and the judges and the magistrate and the clerk of court. They all know each other and go to school and cook out together with the people in the sheriff's department. Like, people network in these communities, and they hang out together, and it's the same thing in Hollywood. Producers and models, and I mean, they're just social networking. Oh, thank you, Murph. Appreciate that. The stick by. Oh, it's a barbell like my muscle. I need one of those right now. I need me a good set of barbells. That'd be nice to have in the truck. But yeah, so it's a small network. I mean, it's a big network of people that just network. And so they all know each other, and people get around out there. Absolutely, people get around out there. You go to Hollywood parties, and you'll be surprised at who you run into. I met, what's his face from Sons of Anarchy, the big guy. He kills Opie. Anyways, I met a couple of people out there. It was a very interesting trip. It was not my favorite trip or my favorite place ever, but Malibu was nice. Malibu was beautiful. It was nice. I will say that. But these parties, a ton of people in the early 2000s and 90s that went to his parties. And I'm wondering if it was the same property. That's something I was looking into, is if he's been in the same house in Hollywood for all of this time. Does anybody know if the house they did in California, has he had that house the entire time that he's been P Daddy? Or is this some kind of new property? I don't know. I'm wondering if that's the party that the house that they raided. It'd be interesting if it was, because that means all of them people that were in them pictures have been to that same house. It just makes it eerie in my mind. He had one in Atlanta that he got rid of, that he abandoned. He's got one in Miami too. It's like on a little island because they had to raid it by boats. That's probably smart, Melissa. It was the big, so I've got to describe him. He's a black guy, light skin. He's huge. He's the biggest black guy on the show. Like, he's a big man, y'all. This man's probably 7 foot something tall. No lie. And he said he regretted taking the part because when Opie was killed in the show, I've never even watched all of the show. I don't even know who Opie is. And he said when Opie was killed, that fans were coming after him. Like, fans of Opie were sending him death threats because they chose so literal. And, like, you know, stupid people don't realize they're stupid. So they're coming after this guy and shouting obscenities at him, and people were rude to him. He regretted taking the part on Sons of Anarchy, but it also it got his career off the ground, because shortly after Sons of Anarchy, and he was on a bunch of other shows. I have pictures of him with on my phone. I can't remember his name, but he was the light-skinned black guy that actually murders Opie in the show, if I'm not mistaken. But I have pictures someday. I'm gonna find them, download them, do all of that. I have so many pictures I want to show you guys. Y'all, trying to survive every day is so exhausting. It really is. Living out of your car, you're going to add 15 steps to your day just by living out of your car. You're going to be throwing trash 3 times a day. You're going to be washing laundry 2-3 times a week. You're going to be washing your ass every single day. Sometimes in the summer, twice a day. It's just so many more steps. There's so much more cleaning that goes into it. If you're a neat freak like me, I keep the house really clean. I mean, it's not always perfectly organized, but I know where everything is. I have room for everything. Somebody said tonight that I need to get a house. I'm not getting a house, honey. I'm not getting a house. I refuse to pay these interest rates. Refuse. I refuse. And I don't spend money on rent. This is my rent. You know what I mean? This is my rent. This truck will be paid off, and this is my rent. This is what I want to be doing. It's just the economy's so damn bad. Nobody's hiring. I don't think I talked to one person in the past 2 weeks that seemed like they were actually hiring. I don't know how to explain it. Just something is off. It's almost like they're just trying to see if they can get better candidates or something. Or, I don't know. Like I told you, I've talked to some people and it seems like they just want to know about my criminal record. Like they're being nosy. Like, I don't have a time in the day to give a crap about somebody's criminal record. And these people will call me and ask me question after question about the same situation. And I'm just like, do you want to know what skills I have? Do you want to know some of my great qualities? Do you want to know about my worth ethic? Like, I don't know. Ugh. But I'm about to go to bed. This cheesecake was really good. It was fun. I typically don't eat stuff like this, but I'm in a bulk and I haven't been eating a lot. So we're eating junk to try to get thick. But I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to lay here and put my earplugs in. Actually, I like to twist those up and get them in my ear. So I'm going to put my makeup up here so nobody can see it. Oh, damn it. I like to set this. Yes, that's all makeup. I know. Shut up. I have a problem. I actually have not bought any makeup in about a year. I don't think I've bought. No, that's a lie. We bought foundation 6 months ago. I'm literally out of everything that I need as far as makeup. I've gotten to where I've had to mix my own powder foundation, 2 different colors, super dark and super white, to make my color, because I'm out of everything. I don't even have eyebrow gel, anything. I'm out of everything. But it's fun. One day I'm going to look back and laugh on this shit. No, this is going to be my presentation video. I'm going to be like, see? I was where you were 5 years ago. It's okay. We're here to help, for real. And we're not with the government. Oh, I need to plug this up. I need to plug this fan up. So that fan has to charge so that I have something to cool me off because it gets so damn hot in here at night. It's a truck. It's because it's a black truck. It just, even if it's 60 degrees outside, it's still going to be, see how it says 73? If I cut the truck off, it's every bit of 80 in here. I don't know why, but it is, and it sucks. So I've stayed overnight here before, but not very often, and I went through a half a tank of gas today. This is only the second or, oh no, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've stayed here. So maybe I won't have any issues tonight. Y'all pray for me, and I'm going to pray for y'all. And I hope y'all have a good night. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll catch up tomorrow. I hope you sleep well. And I'm going to enjoy this rain when I sleep tonight. I usually sleep well when it's raining. Thank you. Y'all be safe out there, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.